back to Inside Guelph. Always great theatre, right in your own backyard, affordable and great talent here with a pantomime. We have Christine and Helen. Thanks so much for being here, ladies. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
You're bringing it back.
Yes,
so
it's becoming a bit of a tradition.
I know, you're hooked in.
Yeah.
So for people who don't know this form of theatre, what is a pantomime?
Pantomime is a British tradition where we take a fairy tale story and just make it into a comedy, bring in audience participation, just get everybody involved.
So funny. This one's funny?
Funny, yes, we think it's funny. We hope the audience will think it's funny.
What's the story about this time?
Right, the story is called Not the Cracker Sweet, which is a retelling of Peter Pan. And it's exactly as it sounds. It's a combination of the Nutcracker Ballet. It's bringing in my passion for ballet, along with telling the story of Peter Pan. And what's happened is there's a double booking. So we've got the local ballet troupe is trying to perform their ballet, but at the same time they've booked a theatre at the same time with the pirates wanting to come and perform Peter Pan. That's right. So they decide to compromise with slightly disastrous results. Slightly,
entertaining.
Entertaining, yes. So we have some wonderful pirates dancing the Sugar Plum Fairy. And
that's so good.
Yes.
And so we have Helen, you are a dancer. What is your role?
I'm a goth fairy.
You're a goth fairy, of course you are. Which one of the storylines is a goth fairy in? Nutcracker, or you're just sort of, she's a party crasher. She's an in-between person.
Yeah, there you go. So there's artistic license.
Oh, good. Okay.
Brought the two together. Yeah.
So do you have a dancing background?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up dancing and I really, really miss it. So it's great to be dancing again.
How did you get pulled into the pantomime?
By Christine. Of course. She's so great at reeling people in. I met Christine we were both part of a dance in the spring with Maxine Hefner. I was doing a project in Guelph called Across Oceans, and she started to tell me about, I was telling her that I was finishing my degree and that I was doing some theatre courses and just really loved theatre, and she invited me to be a part of the pantomime. What could I say?
And have you ever done a panto before?
No.
And so what's the difference for you?
Well, normally most of what I've done is physical devised theatre, so it's mostly about people telling their own stories and sort of descending into deep emotion and expressing it in sort of conceptual ways.
Okay.
So this is, I would say, like the opposite extreme. Like it's humorous, it's light, it's, you know, a pre-scripted story. It's completely different.
And do you enjoy that?
Yeah. Well, I like throwing myself for loops, and I like going beyond my usual boundaries. So, and I've met like a really wonderful cast of people through it. So.
Right, of course. That would be the bonus. Speaking of the cast, how big is the cast for this?
Cast has about 40 people in it, including tinies to elderly. So
we're
the
looking at the
cross-section of the community.
I think these are dress rehearsals.
Oh yes, now there we go. You see some pirates trying to do some ballet, and you can see my dance has been completely spoiled because we've the goth fairies come in to dance, and the pirates coming in interrupt that. So yeah,
that's awesome. So it is. Oh, look at all the costumes. So you have 40 cast. There must be. I'm even just looking at the costumes. There must be people behind the scenes helping.
Yes, we've got a strong crew behind. There's the scenery there.
Oh my God.
We had a lovely artist, Elizabeth, who's been painting our scenery, and she designed our poster as well. And yeah, we couldn't do this without all of the strong the people behind the scenes. It's
so
really
where are we seeing this?
Seeing this at St George's Anglican Church. There's a lovely hall downstairs called Mitchell Hall. This will be on Saturday night, 7 o'clock, and there are still some show tickets available.
Okay, so where can we, and there's the website on the screen for people to get
Absolutely.
tickets and more information.
Absolutely, or at the door.
Oh, you can? Okay,
Yes.
Good. That's always a good bet, because sometimes things change in people's nights, and their plans open up and they can come out. Raising funds for something, though.
For Sister Christine's Welcome Drop-In Centre and for the St George's Church building.
Oh, that's. Do you know much about the drop-in centre, if you can give a background about that?
Yeah, it's Sister Christine has been a lovely centre for people who just need food and needs somewhere to shelter. She's been doing this for years and years, and she welcomes the support from the community.
And there she is on screen there.
Yes,
she's very well known.
yes, we managed to provide her something last year.
Hand over the check.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, so what would you say in terms of viewing audience ages is this show for?
Everybody.
Okay, good.
Pantomime's meant to be for children, but I think it brings out the child in all of us.
I think when you see a pirate in a tutu,
you've got to go for it.
You've got to go for it. So how long have you been working on this?
This particular show, well, my husband and I write it in the summer, and then we start rehearsing in the autumn, actually, in the fall, I should say.
Oh,
yes.
so this is an original that you wrote?
Oh yes. No, we start to know cast members now, so we write parts for them. And we find, somebody would really suit this role. So we've got a lovely hen-pecking Mrs. Hook, who hen-pecks her husband, Captain Hook, and he's the one that everybody's supposed to be scared of, but it turns out that she's the force behind the
woman behind the man. Yeah.
Absolutely. So yes, it's great fun writing it. The challenge then is trying to transfer that to the stage with our wonderful members.
So is there a process then through what you imagine as you're writing in the summer, and then when you see people rehearsing it and going through the lines, that a lot of tweaking and rewriting?
There's a lot of variables, I can assure you, a lot of variables. People have their own ideas, and the stage is trying to bring it together so it looks something like what it was originally written for.
Well, did you laugh, Helen, when you first read it?
I still laugh.
Oh, do you? Oh, good. Okay.
There's a lot of improv involved too, especially with James and Paul. So they'll get up and they'll just throw out lines as they're like for the first time as they're playing.
Oh, some improv.
James and Paul are the narrators. They get up there. They're the directors of their two companies, and they're trying to...
so fun. Do you mind just saying the dates again so people can mark their calendar?
This Saturday, 7th of March, 7 o'clock.
It's a one-time show. We have to catch it.
Yes,
Thank you so much. Next time, bring a pirate in a tutu. Just to dance behind us while we're talking. Background information, yeah. Thank you, ladies. Yeah, lovely to see you. Thanks for being here. That wraps up our show. On tomorrow's show, we have Disney vacation tips. Looking forward to that. Have a great day. See you back here tomorrow.